Right now, NASA's Perseverance rover is still detecting methane pulses surging from deep beneath the Martian surface, and the scientists at JPL have no way to explain them. They come without warning. They vanish without a trace. And what is producing them could rewrite everything we thought we knew about life in this solar system. But here's what nobody is telling you. Jezero Crater. A dried ancient lake bed on Mars, roughly 45 kilometers wide, chosen specifically because it was once the kind of place life could have existed. Perseverance landed there in February 2021, armed with the most sophisticated scientific instruments ever sent to another planet. Spectrometers, ground-penetrating radar, the ability to drill into Martian rock and analyze it at a molecular level. Scientists sent it to answer one question above all others. Is anything alive on Mars right now, or was it ever? For years, the rover sent back exactly what they expected: ancient riverbeds, fossilized deltas, rocks layered like pages of a geological history book 3 billion years deep. Mars was once warm and wet. The evidence was clear, but then something in the data shifted. Something the standard playbook had no answer for. It started with methane. On Earth, roughly 95% of atmospheric methane has one source: living organisms. Bacteria, animals, the slow biological churn of organic matter releasing gas. Methane is, in the most literal sense, a signature of life. So when Curiosity, Perseverance's predecessor, first detected methane in the Martian atmosphere back in 2014, the science world held its breath. The spikes were small, but they were real, and they were seasonal. They rose in summer. They fell in. That kind of cyclical behavior does not happen by accident. It suggests a source, a process, something producing methane on a schedule. NASA confirmed the readings in 2019, spikes 10 times higher than background levels. On any other planet, in any other context, that reading would launch a global conversation. Here, it launched a press release and a very careful silence. Here is where it gets uncomfortable. The easy explanation is geology. Certain chemical reactions, water interacting with olivine-rich rock, a process called serpentinization, can produce methane without any biology at all. No life required. NASA leaned on that explanation hard, and they might be right. But serpentinization happens slowly, over millennia. It does not pulse. It does not surge in summer and retreat in winter like something breathing. And when Perseverance sent atmospheric readings back from Jezero, the methane was not just present, it was fluctuating hour to hour, day to day. The geological explanation started to crack. The papers acknowledged it. And then the conversation went very, very quiet. But that's not even the part that worries them. This is the part they are afraid to say out loud. In 2023, Perseverance's ground-penetrating radar returned subsurface signatures consistent with liquid water, briny, shallow, sitting less than 300 meters below the crater floor. Not ancient water, not vapor, liquid, right now. And directly above those signatures, the methane spikes are strongest. The scientific term for what that combination implies is biosignature correlation. Two independent indicators of possible biology, gas and liquid water, appearing in the same location, at the same time, in the same rhythm. No peer-reviewed paper has printed the word life, but the data is arranged in exactly the pattern that would produce that conclusion. There is more. The organic molecules Perseverance has drilled from Martian rock, not just carbon, but complex molecular chains, the kind that on Earth are almost exclusively produced by biological processes, are concentrated in the areas directly above those water readings. 3 independent data streams, all pointing the same direction, all arriving without a unified official explanation. Researchers at Caltech and the European Space Agency have quietly acknowledged that no purely geological model cleanly accounts for everything at once. Every time scientists plug in one variable, another one refuses to resolve. The picture keeps refusing to be simple. Think about what that means. If there is even a 1% chance that what Perseverance is detecting is a biological process, active, ongoing, alive, then Mars is not a dead planet. It is a living one. and we have been landing rovers on it, drilling into its surface since 1976. 50 years of sending Earth machinery to a world that might have its own biology, without knowing. The implications cascade fast. The Outer Space Treaty, planetary protection law, the entire ethical framework for how humanity engages with other worlds rests on the assumption that the answer to the life question is probably no. If that assumption is wrong, everything downstream is wrong too. Human mission timelines, terraforming proposals, resource extraction plans, all of it rests on a foundation that the data coming back from Jezero Crater is quietly, systematically undermining. So here is the question nobody at JPL will answer directly. If they found definitive proof, real, undeniable biological activity beneath the surface of Mars, would they tell us immediately? And if the answer to that is anything other than an unconditional yes, then what exactly are we still sending rovers up there to find? Drop your answer in the comments, because I genuinely want to know what you think they would do. Word count, 898.